U.S. President Donald Trump has said that the situation in Gaza is, quote, terrible as the risk of famine continues to grow. At least 51 Palestinians were martyred in Gaza yesterday, 23 of them reportedly shot by Israeli forces while trying to get food aid.
On Thursday, President Trump said the U.S. has sent $60 million in food aid to Gaza, but he also blamed Hamas for taking supplies away from people who need them.
Oh, it's terrible what's occurring there, yeah. It's a terrible thing. People are very hungry. You know, the United States gave $60 million for food, and it's a shame because nobody, I don't see the results of it, and we gave it to people that in theory are watching over it fairly closely. We wanted Israel to watch over it. Part of the problem is Hamas is taking the money and they're taking the food. But we gave $60 million a couple of weeks ago. Nobody said anything about it. Nobody said thank you, but I didn't need the thank you. I just wanted the people to get fed, and we're helping out financially with that situation. It's a terrible situation.
In Jerusalem, U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to try to restart peace talks and respond to the crisis. The White House says Witkoff and U.S. Ambassador Mike Huckabee will travel into Gaza on Friday to check food distribution points and talk with local residents.
Special Envoy Witkoff and Ambassador Huckabee had a very productive meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu and other officials today in Israel on the topic of delivering much-needed food and aid to Gaza. President Trump is a humanitarian with a big heart, and that's why he sent Special Envoy Witkoff to the region in an effort to save lives and end this crisis. Special Envoy Witkoff and Ambassador Huckabee will be traveling into Gaza to inspect the current distribution sites and secure a plan to deliver more food and meet with local Gazans to hear firsthand about this dire situation on the ground.
According to AFP, more than 60,000 people have died in the war, and over 147,000 have been injured. A doctor in Khan Yunis says another young man from Rafah died of starvation, bringing the total number of hunger-related deaths to over 150, including nearly 90 children. This visit marks the most direct U.S. effort so far to respond to Gaza's worsening humanitarian crisis,